think I'm stupid, right? How about that?
E FooLy is the truth.
You gonna learn today?
Where are we going from here? Where do we go?
It was a challenge to try and capture something as iconic as Alcatraz.
You know about this. This is arguably the most famous prison in the world, and now you're in it.
Just the space, the physicality of it, because it's quite claustrophobic. When modern-day prisons are designed, they really consider not intimidating people or making the spaces, as least stressful as possible. Well, Alcatraz didn't suffer from those restrictions. They did the research, they went out, studied Alcatraz, not just from books or internet. They were actually there to feel the environment, so it really sets a mood that gets you a little spooked.
Well, we kind of started with the base layout of Alcatraz. The entire island we ended up roughing out in kind of a white box form, and then figuring out what play spaces we wanted to use out of that, what would be the most interesting areas to play in, and the connections between spaces, and spaces that the public doesn't necessarily get to go into.
We really did a lot of pushing to really enhance that psychological horror aspect that we're really looking for. And this is a really good opportunity to really tell something special.
Like I got stuck right through the gates to hell!
This time around, I feel like it's been identified that there are these side missions that you're going to go out and try to accomplish. Al and the rest of the groups put together this escape plan, but the point is to get the parts and assemble this plane so they can get off the island. We did something new for the first time. We have actually contextual music that goes off. So that's a first for zombies. And it's all based around this horror thriller aspect.
Every location will have a specific stinger that you hear when you find it, when you discover it, when you start unraveling the story. We start building on the music that you're hearing, and it's really enhancing that experience and going along with it in parallel.
Because we wanted to embrace this kind of horror thriller element, we wanted character actors, guys who could really embody someone and then convey emotion. So that's why we went for guys like Ray Liotta, getting in that kind of guy, we wanted a frantic nature. So he plays a character called Billy Handsome, who's this kind of psychopath who would be employed by the mob to kill people in interesting ways. Chaz Palminteri, he plays a guy called Sal DeLuca, an old mob boss. Michael Madsen playing Finn O'Leary. He's kind of worked himself from the floor, from the streets. He's got his hands dirty in the blood and the guts a couple of times. And then we had Joe Pantoliano, and he plays Arthur Arlington, who's nicknamed the Weasel. Those guys, they bring a quality and a subtlety and timing that you can't really identify or try to recreate.
Bring it on! Dirtbags!
You start off in the afterlife mode, and that's just going to be what's going on. You're going to try to solve the mystery from the second you start.
Afterlife, to me, brings a new element, like a new puzzle element. It forces me to think a little bit more or look for the clues or kind of think of zombies on a slightly deeper level. You see clues throughout the map that tell you, ooh, perhaps if I'm in the afterlife, I can interact with this object, or there's some puzzle going on here that I need to be in the afterlife.
Back east, I whacked a dirty dentist with one of these. Took forever,
Alcatraz has a Civil War kind of fort background before it turned into a penitentiary. And so we had this kind of backstory, the idea that the warden would have collected Civil War weaponry. And one of them is a blundergat. It's a fictional weapon, but the idea of the combination between a blunderbuss and a Gatling gun. And possibly, there might be a way of upgrading it to a more fantastical weapon that the players may find.
You just went now.
There's one main zombie, one big zombie that's going to come through and wreak havoc on your life. He'll lock down the perk machine, he'll close down the box, so you have to pay to get that open again. So you don't want him to interfere with your process.
Now's a good time to pick a fight.
It's a fun challenge. It keeps things moving forward. In terms of perks, we have a new perk called Electric Cherry. When you reload, it gives a shock around you, which scales over time.
I was asking for it, please, ball.
There's so much to experience in this map. Every time I play it, there's a new tactic to take, a new experience, a new objective to go for. But there's also this layer of things that we aren't exactly exposing to the players right off the bat and will need to be discovered.
Don't let me go. Is it the calling we hear?
We've got the undead in there, we've got these historical elements, and these fantastic actors all seem to be with peace with each other in this kind of same world. So it's magical, and our team is incredibly excited by it.
Is it the calling we hear? How do?
Yeah. Man, what's happening, YouTube? Y'all know me, E FooLy, man. And yes, this is from the dashboard. For y'all who don't know, this is from the Xbox Live dashboard. But I basically really put this out, man, because I'm very, very excited about this new zombie map. They got new weapons, new perks. I know y'all saw that one shotgun, man. I don't know what they calling it, but it looked like it kind of have a BioShock feel to it. If y'all played number 1 or number 2, man, when you upgraded your gun, or aka pack-a-punched it, it added new like add-ons, like a scope or an extra barrel or something like that. But that thing had like 4 barrels on it, dude, and it looked ridiculous. Then they had like that mega zombie, that big daddy looking zombie. I mean, me and my boys are really looking forward to this new zombie map that's coming out. And to tell you the truth, man, in my opinion, I think zombies has its own background to have its own game. Like seriously, like if Call of Duty, I mean, a lot of people don't even play Call of Duty or buy Call of Duty for the multiplayer because it gets redundant or repetitive. But I'm saying I think Call of Duty Zombies has its own legs to just kind of do its own entity of a game, man. Seriously, tell you the truth, I think they should just bump that multiplayer. I mean, it's been done, you know what I'm saying, beaten in the dust so many times. They just need to turn around and focus on zombies. Because I'm saying if they made it to where it was like some mega multiplayer, or you know what I'm saying, like adding more modes to it, I think it'd just be ridiculous. But I really just wanted to get a feedback from the fans, man. I know a lot of people say most of my channel is Borderlands 2 and I don't get many views on my other stuff, but I'm gonna continue for the very small amount of fans that I have, you know, in BioShock or Call of Duty or whatever. I'm still gonna continue to drop videos on all games. I mean, like I said, what doesn't move me is the views. What moves me is my subscribers and what y'all message me and say they want to see more of. So I'm saying, I just wanted to, people were telling me about this, the new Mob of the Dead map, and asking me if I'm gonna get it, if I'm gonna cover it, and I just wanted to drop this quick video just basically seeing what y'all thought about it, and just get some feedback, man, because this thing looks freaking ridiculous. And you know Golden Child is gonna be there, man. Golden Child, aka Mr. Believe It, is gonna be there April 16th, bright and early. Looking at that, man, because I believe like next week, I don't know what my schedule is. Next week is a little different, I believe. I don't know if I work Tuesday or not. If not, man, I'm still gonna record my first game, man, and go balls deep, because I was looking at that new perk, that new Cherry Shock or Shock Cherry, whatever it is. When you reload, it shocks them. So I mean, it looks awesome. And to tell you the truth, man, I mean, people talk about Call of Duty, how there's so many games that's coming out. The zombies part, I mean, they're updating this game in the right steed, man. Like, they're not trying to be like Gears of War Horde or do other crap. Because, you know, if you ask me, Gears of War messed over a lot of people. I mean, I haven't done a video on Gears of War, and that's because it was so much of a disappointment. But Zombies is keeping it fresh, dude. Real talk. Zombies is keeping it fresh. They keeping it new. They adding good stuff to it, man. And I mean, I just got to give my hats off to it. Just from looking at the trailer, you know, I'm not getting disappointed. A lot of the times, you know, with Borderlands, BioShock, whatever, looking at the trailers, man, you kind of get disappointed, man, or they change it too much, especially Gears of War. But I mean, looking at that, man, they're going in the right steed. I mean, the new looking zombies, I mean, they look really ridiculous. They add different characters. You ain't got to play with that old nigga or that gay dude with the Daisy Duke shorts on or that faggot nerd. The girl was, you know, she was alright, man, with the pink underwear. But they added new people, you know what I'm saying? A group of niggas, gangster looking niggas, Mexican hombre essays, you know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Rate, comment, subscribe, go back to my channel. Make sure you stay up to date on everything we're doing with the channel. That's why you need to follow all my boys down there at their twatters.
Oh, E FooLy signing the fuck out.
Spread the word, I'm back breaking, bitch.